If you click this video, you probably have a couple of vices that are holding you back that you've tried to quit, but you're struggling to give up. So I'm going to show you exactly how I gave up my vices that were holding me back. And you can use the same framework, the same structure to allow yourself to give up your vice for 30 days to start. And then after that, if you see an improvement in your life, in your well-being, in your happiness, in your productivity, you can try and do another 30 days and another 30 days after that. But let's take it one step at a time and let's get straight into this video. Before we start, boys, you will need a pen and paper. So just grab a pen and paper, pause the video quickly, and then come back because you've got some writing to do, all right? To start, write down what you are going to quit over the next 30 days to make your life better. I'm going to stop drinking for 30 days. I won't play video games for 30 days. I was going to do 30 days without porn. Whatever your vice is, write it down now. I would recommend just crossing off one vice at a time, but if you feel up to it, you've got a couple of vices, maybe you're big into the porn, the crack, and video games. Giving them up all at once, probably not a bad idea if you can handle it. Number 2, underneath this vice, you need to write down what this vice gives you. Why do you drink? Why are you playing video games all the time? Is it to cure your boredom? Does it give you pleasure? Does it give you feelings of confidence? Does it solve your loneliness? I remember my 2 biggest vices were taking drugs recreationally and drinking too much. And the reason I did them was kind of because of boredom. It gave me some pleasure when I hadn't earned it, when I hadn't done anything worthwhile. I could have some feelings of confidence and pleasure, and maybe it solved some feelings of loneliness for me at times. So the point of this is to understand that you're medicating your issue with a vice. So you need to understand what the issue is underneath. Why are you doing this? What does this vice give you that you need, that you're missing from elsewhere? Because deep down, you know this. You know there's something you're masking over and it makes you unhappy. So we need to uncover what that is and write it down. Next. What are these vices stealing from you? Why are they a bad thing? So for me, vices stole these things: motivation, drive, time, my health, my mental stability, and my money. Write down exactly what is stealing from you. If it's video games, it might be stealing your motivation, it might be stealing your drive, it might be giving you false feelings of accomplishment, it might be stealing your time. Just write down why this is a bad thing. What is it taking from you so that you can actually see it and understand it. The next thing I want you to do is self-authoring. And it's basically when you write down what your life will look like in 10 years' time if you continue on your current path, and write down exactly how bad life has become, because you need to scare yourself out of these vices. If you know in 10 years' time that you've written down how bad your life will become and you continue with your vices, you'll feel a lot worse about it. So if you keep smoking every day, but you know in 10 years' time, in the worst case scenario, you're going to have cancer and your life's going to be over, you're going to find it a lot harder to smoke cigarettes. Next thing you need to do is write down the dream. What would life look like in 10 years' time if you did everything you know you need to do? If you gave up the vices that are holding you back? If you could really stick to everything you wanted to do and give up the bad habits? Like, what life would make you happy? Do you have a hot wife, nice cars, body of your dreams? Are you free to travel the world and do whatever you want? Are you rich beyond your wildest dreams? Can you help out your friends and family with money because you've got so much abundance in your life? So this is the reason that you stick to when you are foregoing that temporary pleasure, where you are letting go of something that gives you joy now for something better rather than worse in the future. And finally, you need to fill the void. So the problem is when you give something up, like for me, booze and drugs, you end up with a bit of a void because all my friends were drinking and partying and I felt like I didn't really have anyone I could hang out with without engaging in those behaviours at that time. So if that's the same for you, what you need to do is find a new circle. So if you can't find one, a great thing you could do is join the Gorilla Tribe. You've got hundreds of like-minded men in a WhatsApp group. You've got a full triple your testosterone course to work through, which you can do the workouts, you can optimize your diet over the next 30 days, and you could really add to that boost for your life. You could get an accountability partner in there. Or if you don't want to join the group, you could also join like a local boxing gym, a local MMA gym, join a martial arts. When I gave up my vices, I went and signed up for a fight. And then I did weeks and weeks of training, and I met a whole new set of guys that were interested in training rather than taking drugs. We had a great time together, we made great friendships. But make sure you fill that void with positive activities like reading daily, diet optimization, working out in the gym, meeting a new group of people, working on a business, something to fill the time that you freed up. And at the end of those 30 days, I want you to compare how you felt, how your life looks after 30 days without your vices. And if your life looks worse or you're not enjoying yourself, then bring your vices back, no problem. They'll always be there. You can always go and get drinks, you can always play your video games, so they're not gone forever. But at the end of those 30 days, I guarantee you start to feel a sense of achievement, a sense of discipline, and a change in yourself that you've not seen before. You'll be looking a little bit better, be a little bit more muscular, be a little bit smarter. your head will be clearer, and maybe a couple things start to go right for you in your life, and then you'll think, okay, let's do another 30 days off these vices and see how far we can push this. And that's exactly what I did. I'm not saying you can never drink again. I'm not saying you can never play a video game again. But give yourself 30 days of freedom. Give yourself 30 days to actually focus on building the life that you want, rather than 30 days of engaging in mindless pleasure that's getting you nowhere. So boys, that's my challenge for you. I hope that you accept it and take it on. If you want to talk to me about it, join the Gorilla Tribe, WhatsApp me, you can DM me personally in there. I'll happily help you through it. But apart from that, that's the end of today's video, and I will see you on tomorrow's stream with Wheat Waffles. Professor Wheat Waffles and me are having a conversation, and you should all be there to view it. It's at 3 p.m. UK time, and it will be a video afterwards as well, so you can watch it after. God bless. See you on the next one. Whopper!